it is time. Let me pop this out. So, I failed to get, Lenny. So I'm guaranteed for Wriothesley with 78 pity. If I don't get him in a single roll, I'm benching him immediately. Thank you for the good luck. Thank you, Beck. I hope you're well. I hope you, are you rolling for Wriothesley too? Are you, oh god, what is it? Are you gonna roll for him, or are you just waiting? Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Moment of truth. That is my controller. My controller's not responding. Okay, there we go. Is it a 5-star? Oh my god. What is this luck? Oh, and it's Toma. I cannot believe this. Oh. He's getting benched immediately. No, I'm joking. We're good. Are you kidding me? This is 80 pity, by the way. I'm at 80 pity. I cannot believe I have to drag him home kicking and screaming. Okay, so now we're at roll number 81. If I don't get him now, I'm going to be livid. Where is he? Okay, roll number 82. Okay, there we go. I was like, it's all the way to 82 pity. You really made me work for you, huh? Anyway, yeah, this is Wriothesley. What do his constellations do? Do I want them? You know, I was considering getting his weapon, but also constellations are pretty good. Duke of the Fortress of Meropide. Guess what? I have nothing to level him up with. Lord Incognito of the Murky Depths. I have the stuff from his trial. Where is he? Look at him. I'm so just like, wait, we're gonna wait for his animations. I need to see this. Yes, I love this. It's a 35% damage boost just from his C1. Oh god, I can't read this. Okay, why are you all gonna make this a giant paragraph? Girl, I don't know. Okay, you know what? First we'll try for the weapon. Yeah, we'll try the weapon banner for the meme. If I don't get it in like a 20 pull, we'll try. And he's way more smooth to play. Oh god. Okay, we'll give this a shot. Give me the weapon right now. Oh, that's not the weapon. Oh, it's a weapon I've never gotten before. Give me this weapon right now. Oh my god. Get cash flowing. God. It's okay. I have now that I've actually been rolling again, I can actually get stuff from here. We'll do another 10 pull. Please give me his weapon. Oh my god. God, I always have to hit pity. I also got a new weapon. No. Cash shop? No. Da 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 do 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 do. Give me his weapon. I hate you, game. That is still not a 5-star. Oh my gosh, it's Toma again. I'm gonna go again. Bruh, this weapon refuses to come home. This is so sad. I'm out now. I'm literally out. Oh, I even done 50 wishes. Just give me any 5-star at this point, please. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's Elegy. Oh, actually, that's best in slot for Venti. I do have Venti. What? Bruh. I'm screaming. I already had 66 Toma was the issue. I should give Venti the Elegy. What does he have? He has the stringless. Yeah, he's had the stringless. Wait, how many elegies have I had? Apparently I already had one. Oh, I'll work on leveling these elegies later. You know, talk to me about it in 2 years from now, and I'll think about it. Anyway, I just wasted all those rolls and not even get the weapon I wanted. So, yeah, that's how my day's going. The weapon banner's a scam. Xiao is here, by the way, if you finished a new event. He has very adorable dialogue.
I thought about what you said, and tried to write a poem. After putting
For
my
who?
feelings
Who
on
did
the
you try
paper,
writing the poem
my heart
to?
feels much calmer. Can they really hear it?
No, he did not write it for the Traveler. He wrote it for his friends. It makes sense because we're literally at the temple down there. Aww. So sad. Okay, now that I've wasted like 10 minutes doing nothing, let's actually get going with Wriothesley's story quest. Where do I start? Oh my god. Okay, wait. Let's... Xiao is absolutely one of my favorite characters in this game, and any content with him I have to do. Okay, impulsive emotions drown out reason, and mistaken choices lead us down the wrong road. It is these multitudes of complex entanglements that forge sin. Being cast into the depths of the waters is seen as a punishment, but in the eyes of the administrator of the Fortress of Meropide, it is in fact the perfect opportunity to reflect on the past. No one can give salvation. There's only one becoming master of the tides of one's own fortune. You and Paimon arrive at the dormitories. Oh, Wriothesley's gonna go to our chambers? Gay baby jail. See, I know I got Wriothesley, but I will worry about building him later. There's a bunch of world quests I need to do and a bunch of... guess what? We're gonna continue the current quest because this is the best feature they could have added to Genshin. We're continuing. We're continuing.
We once thought the Fortress of Meropide would be
Hooray.
super scary, but looking back on it, it really wasn't that bad at all. You've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons. It's really no surprise that many people don't even want to leave.
Sorry, I'm replying to people on Discord again. Why do I always do this? Okay, there. I'm done replying to people. I know exactly what this second option's saying, by the way. We're talking about Wriothesley.
Oh, you mean Rizzley?
Yep.
He's definitely a pretty impressive leader.
Oh, he's more
Well,
impressive than
he
for
does look
reasons
kind of
other than that.
intimidating. He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him.
I just know.
Paimon wonders how
So,
he's like with
during
the
my
people
recordings
here.
of Wriothesley's
Do they also
character
get the same
teaser...
guy we do, or is he a lot harsher with the bad guys?
So when I was recording Wriothesley's character demo and his character teaser, I did not get the chance to be degenerate as much as I wanted to be, but I guarantee you with the story quest, now is the time. Now my time has come home. I definitely know he treats the Traveler way differently from everyone else.
Yeah, he must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel super oppressive.
Excuse me.
Look, I can relate with
hear
Ether.
someone
Look, the
there.
flag might be
Could you
red, but
please
we're
do me a
colorblind.
favor?
We're colorblind.
Paimon could have sworn she just heard something.
Is someone drowning? It sounds like someone's in the pipes.
Excuse me. Is someone passing by? Could you do me
Hello?
a
Is someone
favor,
okay? This guy sounds like he's stuck in a pipe like Linny. No, Framinette, I mean.
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here.
Oh, you're in a
inside
box?
this
Dude, what are you
box.
doing in there? I'm sorry, y'all. There's a hair in my eye.
You're inside the box? Oh,
Paimon
wonder
sounds
Paimon
so
didn't see
confused.
anything. Well, come on, Traveler. Let's
He
go
is
take a look.
definitely the Duke of Riz.
Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have been stuck for days.
I guess we're gonna sit here for the next year grinding a billion credit
Can we not talk
coupons.
about that for now?
Wait, did somebody shave your eyebrows?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
No, it was nothing quite that serious. I just like some help finding my hat.
Are you
Just
bald?
your
Oh, he's
hat?
bald.
But then,
Oh
why
god,
can't you
he's
look for it
bald.
yourself? Huh. Wait, Paimon gets it. Something must have happened to your hair.
He's bald.
Sorry. So that's what happened.
You
Paimon
need to
gets
get that
it now.
K-pop hair that Wriothesley
No wonder
has.
why you had to hide inside the box. You just need your hat, right? We'll get it back to you right away. What kind of hat was it?
I think you may have misunderstood me, but never mind. Please just help me find my hat. It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy. I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But when I came to, it was gone.
Well, good thing Wriothesley didn't catch
Really
you.
important to me, so your help would mean the world. I'll wait here for your return.
Don't worry.
Fine, I guess we're looking for your hat. Oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan. Like, they somehow combined the typical hair you would see with K-pop, but also like turn it with add a touch of dog ears to it. It just worked out really well for Wriothesley's design.
Paimon doesn't see anything here. Well, let's go somewhere else.
Oh my gosh, I have really bad memories. So if we look at it, if we take a close look at my YouTube statistics, Act 3 of my Archon Quest video.
That thing. Oh, this is taking
Act
longer
3
than
has
Paimon
half the
thought.
amount of views that Act 4 has, which was a very clear indicator to me of how the community felt about Act 3. And every time I'm into prison, I think, I have so many bad memories of Act 3. Ugh. But it's okay, we moved on.
Nothing in the water either.
That was the best part of Act 3, was just me. Once Wriothesley left, it was all over. It was all over for me.
Looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a hat.
You know what's funny is I think my 8 minutes of gushing over Wriothesley has more views than my actual reaction video, which I guess makes sense because it's shorter, but also I think it's still funny. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's look together, shall we? Outlook. Actually, I can't find it. No, I found it. Let's see. 1,105, and then Act 3 had how many? Let's see. We're watching together. Where is Act 3? Oh my god, I can't believe I have to type it in. Just tell me the analytics, YouTube. This is such a pain in the rear. Yeah, Act 3 got 327 views. Oh. Anyway, just buy him a hat. Literally, why are we helping this rando NPC?
If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat he's wearing. Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If memory serves, they got all kinds of stuff in there.
I'm only paying for the hat.
How did you know what
Paimon's gonna pay for food.
Oh, this is bad. Nothing gets past you nowadays. Well, either way, let's go check it out first.
I know that whole Wriothesley and Linny scene actually changed a lot of people's minds. Well, not a lot. A few people's mind about Wriothesley. I know people who actually don't like Wriothesley anymore because of that scene between him and Linny. Some people thought that he went way too far. I think Act 4 was way better, but I know also y'all might have heard of her. She is a friendly friend. I'm friends with her. She's so cool. Lori. She felt the exact same way with Act 3, where we were just absolutely fighting for our lives, just trying to get through the slog. Ugh. It was just too repetitive was the issue.
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off restocking the shop. Now, just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner dressed
It is
all in
I,
grey,
the
accompanied by
traveler.
a glaze-covered flying chunk of gingerbread. Well, you must be the legendary traveler and their companion Paimon.
No. Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion.
You
sure,
don't think
but
the
she
traveler's
can't afford
legendary?
gingerbread.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes, so got a bit ahead of myself. I hope you find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody, after all.
There's no need to put yourself down like that. Paimon's just venting.
I'm always
Why,
venting.
heroic actions at Aeneas have long made their way to the Fortress of Meropide. we heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way down here, you know. Ah, you were the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you.
Oh my gosh, that scene. So Wriothesley did have some points, but I think the issue people had was just putting the amount of tension and stress they put on Lenny was insane, including just pretending to God, like, how do I explain it? Too far with Lynette, and even Freminette. I don't know. I can understand the perspective. I'm still a huge fan of Wriothesley, but still I can understand the perspective of people changing their minds on him during that scene. I am His Grace's favorite people. I been knew that. Of course I am.
Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery. After all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alvar was a good friend of the Duke. And though I've only caught scant sight of His Grace since then, as fate would have it, I've become fast friends with Mr. Alvar himself. I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true, it's often better to just go with the flow.
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to us.
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and it is indeed an honor to meet the two of you. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for?
Duck. He has such a silly name. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, Arlecchino, I don't know. There was just a lot about that scene that I have mixed feelings on the longer I think about. And yeah, there's a reason why Genshin characters don't typically have accents. The last time we heard a guy with this heavy of an accent was all the way back in Mondstadt. Because there's a Russian guy, or you can do daily commissions for over in Mondstadt. His accent is thick.
No problem.
Look, hello. Did you roll Wriothesley? I rolled him. I hope you're well this evening.
Hey, feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Is there a way for me to pay for a 5-minute appointment with Wriothesley?
It's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods.
No. We're not talking about Wriothesley's accent. We're talking about this Shambo Docs, guys.
I might as well just wave your bill.
Are you really?
To make some friends.
Not y'all being into Shambo Doc.
All right, Paimon will take a look.
At a moment's hesitation, Paimon
Are you
picks
sure you don't
two
want more? These opportunities
snacks.
don't come by every day, you know.
Oh, you're talking about the Russian guy. Okay, the Russian guy was pretty big also. I forgot his name. No, I don't want bootleg pics. I know what my value. I know his value. I want some high quality 4K pics of him.
It just doesn't feel the same if the owner's offering everything to you for
No,
free.
I thought the muscly guy, they gave him a heavy accent. Russian guy.
Still be waiting for us. Thank you so much. We'll be off then.
No
He
problem.
has a
and
name.
Thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate it if you could put in a nice word for our establishment the next time you speak to His Grace.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews.
Yeah, it's this guy. This is the guy I'm talking
We've been
about.
gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
His name is Sas. I cannot do Russian. I'm gonna try my best. Sadovich, whatever. Oh god, y'all, I'm losing frames. I'm sorry. But yeah, that Sadovich guy has one of the thickest accents you can hear in the English dub of this game.
Please come again. And don't forget to mention
And
us to the
I thought,
Grace.
Book, that you were calling that guy big, and I was gonna be like, yeah, I can agree. He's pretty chunky, big. Oh my gosh. I would love to have any type of memento from Rizzley. Anything. Oh, Cyrus might also have an accent, but no, this guy has a way thicker accent than Sadovich is one of the few daily commission NPCs that talks to you. like actually voiced in game. Like look up a video of one of his commissions. He has thick old Russian lines. Usually story quests people don't leave you mementos. Usually they don't. But I would love one from Rizzley. Maybe I'll make my teapot for him. I never do that though. I never ever do the teapot for characters. You know how you can make a whole furniture set? I'm just too lazy to. It's so much work. I believe I think he like talks when you like are next to him book. Like if you directly talk to Sadovik, he isn't voiced, but if you like stand next to him, he like grumbles. Yeah, idle lines.
You did? Oh, Archon, you just saved my life. Just one
Are we gonna
back.
see who this guy is? I'm scared to see who he is in this box.
Wait, so you're not actually
Who the hell are you?
You've got such a full head of hair, too!
Who is this guy?
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair.
Who is this guy?
Wait, this isn't my hat.
Well, we
Hello?
got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no dice.
Look, dude, we just had to sit through like a 10-minute cutscene to get you this hat. You better be grateful.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, but unfortunately, there's just something
Kave
special
insults
about
your teapot
my
layout?
hat.
Bruh, that
Does
is
it
just
have some
right.
kind of sentimental value?
If anybody's gonna insult their teapot layout, it can only be Kave.
Sorry, I can't explain at the moment. Time's tight as well, so I suppose I'll keep
I
looking
just
for a while.
realized, is he trying to
If
break
you're looking
out?
for a hat, I just picked one
Oh,
up over
hello,
here.
sir.
Is it yours?
Did we catch him
Grace!
breaking out? Your Grace. Were we catching him trying to break out? Is that why he was hidden in the box?
It's been a while.
It has
It's a
been
slow
like
day
3
today,
weeks.
So I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped.
Hello,
it's still good to
sir.
get
That's
some
literally
air.
what I say. What
I'll
I
say,
said
I'm
when he
not at all
first showed
surprised
up.
to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
I can't wait to see TikTok tonight of everybody rolling for him.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here.
No. You only need to call me down here and I got
As
you.
I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. Best you avoid misplacing
Wait,
them
what's the
again.
Beret Society? Is this another cult? There's like 5 different
You
cults
might
down
not have
here.
the same luck next time.
Understood. Thank you so much, Your Grace. Then I'll be off. I'll get going now.
Now I can going now.
What a strange guy. Why did he care so much
Book,
about
are
his
you rolling
hair?
for Wriothesley, by the way, or are you gonna skip for Farina? I just realized, y'all. I actually have to be careful here because
Oh,
I need to
not
be
at
able
all.
to.
In fact, members of the Beret Society
I need to be
are
able to
model
get
prisoners.
Farina
They
next
work hard
patch
and
too.
never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Oh, I definitely freak out when you show up.
Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to people?
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky. The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person.
I
What
can
kind of a
actually
person a
understand
prisoner
that
may
though
be and
because
why they've
your
committed a
boy
crime.
is
We'd never know these
not a
things if they
criminal,
don't
but
share
he's
their
a
story with
liar.
us.
And obviously I'm not a brute,
got
but
a
I'm
point.
very, very much a liar.
Anyway, it's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
I'll admit it. I lie a lot, and I mean a lot. And I really do mean a lot. So tell me more about this Beret Society.
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass ones, the Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things. If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the coupon cafeteria? It'll give us time to catch up too. And if you're still interested in the Berets after that, I can take you to their usual
Are
gathering
you
place as
confessing
well.
to trying to get put in jail? No, 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 no. I never said I was a criminal.
But if we're gonna catch up,
Can we catch up in your chambers, Wriothesley?
All right, then.
No?
Please follow me.
Fine, fine. I'm asking for too much, apparently. I feel so bad. My Shao has had like 100 HP for like 5 streams now, and I've just never healed him. No, you cannot sit on Wriothesley's chair. I saw a bunch of people on TikTok trying to do that. I knew that the game wouldn't let us, so I just didn't even bother.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal?
It's so funny that they call him Your Grace.
Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any super deluxe welfare meals
So from
today.
what I understand, Wriothesley also loses
I'll pass
HP.
on the food, then. What about
Wriothesley
you?
also loses HP from fighting, and like, that's crazy. Like, why do I like playing the selfish HP DPS men? Super deluxe are bust.
Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
Look at Ether's
What a
expression.
pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Walsey.
Then I must beg Your Grace to find
You know
me
what
some
I've
more
noticed? They keep
ingredients,
panning
so I can
away
come up with
from
some more welfare
Wriothesley
meal
so that I don't get
recipes.
distracted during these cutscenes.
If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great shipments in from above.
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know
Also,
you
in
could get
case you think my
non-welfare
Genshin
stomach
looks weird, I think it's my shaders. I think I have some weird
It's
shaders
not
going
for
on in case
everyone.
my Genshin looks
Think of it
weird.
as a special treat for VIPs.
Oh,
I don't know how to
now
turn them
that's what
off.
Paimon likes
I
to
usually
hear.
use them for Final
And that
Fantasy
makes
XIV. Let me push
Paimon
Alt
for
F3 and see if that changes it.
2 bottles coming right up.
Oh, no, no, no. Never mind. The shaders aren't working.
Our first meeting took place on short notice, and we were both swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual chit-chat. I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
Yeah, the dialogue here is kind of weird because basically you have to assume that you either finished Act 4 of the story or Act 5. So you can't be like too specific about where you are in the main scenario with the dialogue here. Yeah, I have. During the entire time that the region is live and current, I have the Traveler set to that region. So for as long as Fontaine is the current region, the Traveler is going to be set to Hydro since I don't really use him in combat.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
I'm still trying to learn more about Fontaine, actually.
I see. Certainly that'd fit your title as the Traveler. Seeing everything for yourself, recording everything to the best of your ability.
Right, so I have a
and
question. How
making
does
lots
this
of friends along
jacket
the way.
actually fit you?
I'm sure that by the end
How
of
does
your
it
journey
not
you'll
fall
possess
off?
an unmatched amount of perspectives and opportunities.
Paimon gets the sense that you're trying to flatter us. That guy we talked to earlier was obviously trying to get us to put in a good word for him, but you're the Duke, right?
Coat hanger taped to his
need
neck.
To get on our good side.
Well, after all, you did help the Fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration?
You're gonna praise the Traveler, huh? I didn't know you were the type of guy.
So this is a matter
God.
of trust.
I need
Which
to
is unfortunate.
I'm
since I don't
sorry.
have nearly as interesting
How
of a
many times
story
am I
to
gonna
offer about myself.
be a degenerate here.
I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring
I'm loving
out
these
its inner
camera
workings.
angles.
Power and control come in many forms. Some fair and ethical, others.
So to
less
actually be
so.
serious, from what I
And since we're
understand,
all sinners here,
Rizzley
the victor calls the shots, no matter how they manage to
Rizzley
get to the top.
entered this jail
So,
like
what do you think?
years ago.
Didn't put you much
Years
more
ago
at
and
ease
became
now,
the
did it?
warden ever since then.
Kinda. You're really different from most of the people we've met so
Yeah,
far.
yeah. I don't know about age 13,
I'm
but
perfectly
he was
aware of that,
absolutely
too,
very
but
young.
Even so, that doesn't make me think any less of you. I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you two.
Oh, we can have more than just friendly relations if you want. I don't think Wriothesley necessarily won jail, quote unquote, because he even said so himself during the Archon Quest that he honestly has his own sentence to carry out here, since he's still stuck in the freaking he's still stuck in the fortress. Have a
Your
good
Grace,
night back.
After following your instructions, we were able to find a box of undeclared contraband in the latest shipment of cargo.
What?
They were
What's in
extremely
there?
well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while. We're trying to trace the goods to their source.
Who's been smuggling
Got
stuff in here? Hello?
Leave the
I thought
box
this place
here
was supposed to be
and contact me
secure.
immediately if you make any progress. You're dismissed.
Yes, Your Grace.
Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely
They all
forgotten
address
about
him
this.
as royalty. I love
You
it.
mentioned something about contraband. Are they like dangerous goods?
Yeah,
Not
they sound
necessarily.
dangerous.
The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats, so we have to examine everything carefully. Now, what do we have here?
Oh my, what is he doing? The clicking noises.
It's more or less what I expected.
Whoa, this is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks, yarn, bolts, ropes.
It sounds like somebody
mechanical
packed a
parts,
bunch
and
of
even
stuff.
a gem. Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box, then does that mean all of this belongs to you now?
Yep. We can't just send them back up now, can we?
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well?
Let's get that title then.
It's only been a couple minutes since we agreed to continue friendly relations with each other, and you're already planning to overthrow me? Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this
No, we
box.
could be Duke
How about
and
this then? You can
I
take anything
guess
you want from it. Consider it a gift
Duchess?
from me.
Quote unquote.
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything?
No, not necessarily
No
Duchess,
takebacks.
because
Paimon will have
Ether
to know
is
that she's got a
male.
real good eye
Duke
for
and
treasure.
Duke? I don't know what the
I
word
never
is.
joke about
Maybe it
things
is
like
Duchess.
Alright,
Duke
Paimon's gonna have a
consort?
look.
I don't know the British terminology.
Paimon wants this one.
I feel like that
Dark,
gem has to smell
sparkly
foul. Like it has to
gem.
smell
Just
disgusting.
know it must be worth a ton of Mora.
Huh? What? Oh god, this is like
Actually,
when.
never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. 'Cause
Oh
Paimon thinks that
god.
it is dead.
This is like when the fountain was trying to speak to us, or even it almost had the same animations as in Sumeru when the traveler was like, no, in Inazuma, when the traveler was like going through it after we watched Signora die.
There's something weird about
What?
this gem. Paimon remembered a lot of bad things when she picked it up.
What a
Couldn't
terrifying
even tune them out.
object.
It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain. It was super spooky.
I passed that dialogue, but I need everyone to notice that Paimon said that it brought back bad memories for her. Now, what type of bad memories could that gem have brought back for her to get that surprised? Much to think about there.
Is that so? Let me give it a try.
Oh, he's probably remembering the time when he first
Paimon's
got thrown
right.
into Slammer.
I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks.
Oh god, we're gonna see our sister get separated from
Are you
us.
sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun.
Look how tall Wriothesley is.
Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't think it'll have a permanent effect.
Yeah, they've been hitting ever so slightly throughout the regions of Ether doing some very sus activities. Hey, those are Lumine's memories, by the way. Those are not ours.
Okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
No, we saw Lumine's memories there, right? Or am I just gaslighting myself? I thought all of those were Lumine. Were they Ether? Am I going crazy?
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough
I
investigation
swear,
on its properties.
those were all
Paimon, feel free
Lumine.
to pick something else.
Then... Actually,
Oh,
Never
only
mind.
one was Lumine?
Paimon's
Okay.
gonna pass. Paimon was thinking about one of the snacks, but who knows if it'll also make Paimon
Okay,
sick.
okay. Yeah, I know the mirror was Caribur, but I wasn't sure if all of them were Lumine. They're twins, okay? And it flashed by super
You
fast.
do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire box and all of its contents. Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out the Society's gathering place, then. I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation while we're at it.
Wait,
Can we continue our
I got
conversation
this for you
elsewhere?
every day or something?
It's because he wants to make special time for the
Yes,
traveler.
noticed. I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met either.
Does the warden not have that much to do? Maybe he is living a better life here down here than we expected. Yeah, Beck, you have a good sleep. Oh, look, I did my commissions. Unfortunately, I have to go talk to Catherine, which is a major pain in the ass. The casual date. Oh, I maxed out Kazuha. Max friendship with Kazuha. I hate the hidden missions in Genshin so much. Ugh. Wait, it's more of these beret guys.
Honored by your visit, Your Grace.
Oh god, you're
All of us at the
creepy.
Society
These
have been waiting
cultists.
for your arrival. Are these your two guests?
I sure am.
Mm-hmm. Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society. This is their gathering place. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources.
Wow,
Every once in a
this
while, the
is
Society will
nice.
also host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in the same way as you would in the world above. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first time. I remember that feeling all too well. None of us knew anything about this place then, after all. But that's when the thought came to me. If we could help everyone turn over a new leaf, they would no longer have to lead such gloomy existences.
Yeah, but I don't know if your
Thus,
operation's the best
it was with
idea.
your help that I
don't
founded
know.
the Beret
I don't know.
Society.
When it comes to these cults,
Oh, so you were also involved with this, Rizzley?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now.
but if Wriothesley
As you
trusts
know,
them,
not
I
everyone
guess we
takes their
can
sentence
too.
seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep. But the Society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right. Here we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals.
Why does he sound so
Everyone
southern?
Can focus on
What in the
rehabilitating our
yeehaw?
mental states and even make many new friends. Our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons. Same for the things you can see here.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Meropide?
Hmm.
Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
Ah, there's nothing deep about it. I
He's
just
so
felt like we needed
southern.
some
I
kind
hate
of
this.
Visible identifier. If our members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then the hats would become a point of pride for them as well. And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats. Optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for a new life. I hope this hat will show everyone everything. we
I'm
have been
so
working
screaming. They're doing all this
In
for
other
a
words,
hat.
that hat has come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's
Well,
a part of
I
our
do
goal as
declare
well.
these lovely
Let's
old
take a
hats
little
are
seat
our
over
way
here.
of
There's no
life.
need for us to stand. I'll ask the members to get us some
Absolutely.
drinks. Please wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around too if you want to learn more about us.
Yeah. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, right! What happened to your slow day, Rizzley?
Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key. Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also already gone over the
It'll be
organization's
fine.
vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
Fine, I guess I'll talk to the cultist, but no, don't go away, I'll miss you.
I feel
No.
like you didn't answer the question at all.
You did not.
Well, we're already here, aren't we?
We're gonna take a
They're
look.
supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So this is what their spot looks like.
Oh my god, y'all, which quest are we on? I'm gonna check. I have it written in the live stream. We are on the Proud Beret Society, which means we're on the second part. Thank God. Alright, tell me about your berets. Blumier.
Hey, what are you doing over here?
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you not? I'm organizing the bookshelves. Want to take a look? We've got some classics, as well as a few books that the members published themselves.
There are writers in the society?
Most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization. Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at calligraphy. And even I've learned to use a camera. We find it kind of funny. You see, had we managed to stay above ground, none of us would have ever had the time to learn any of those skills.
Ah, it's because you all have a lot more free time now.
Oh my
Not
god.
only that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. Before we came here, we were constantly exhausted just trying to live. With how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, though, all we need to do is think about the things that we want to do. You never know
I
what you
guess
may be
it
good
sounds
at
like
until
their
you
lives
give it a
getting for the
try.
better, but I don't know. I just have this
And
intuition
while
to
you're
like
here,
not trust.
no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's no need to conform to societal expectations when you're already in jail.
So this is something like a safe space.
Yeah, that's exactly
yeah, I'm
right.
shocked.
After all, not everyone is good at fighting, or have the physical strength to do hard labor. The society is exactly what some of us need. And that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well, so feel free to check it out if you want. Just remember to put the books back after you're done.
Don't worry, we will.
That awkwardly did not auto-advance. I'm not gonna read that book. Tell me more about your
Welcome to our
beret.
gathering place. Is there anything you'd
Look,
like me to
welcome
explain
back. We're
to you?
talking with cultists.
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a
I don't know
look
how I feel
around.
about this story quest so far. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, that's not a bad comparison.
It
It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members. I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more. Besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room. These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria anymore.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His grace. We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so they'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and
So
cooking.
y'all can borrow the kitchen, huh? That's totally not sus.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely
See, like,
how
I
it'd be
want to
easier live
trust
your
them,
life
but
if
at
you
the
had all
same
this
time,
support.
I need to remember
Yep, and that's
that
exactly
prisoners
why
are
Mr.
not
Dugier
all
founded the
brutes.
society. We
Excuse
all
me.
think we made the correct choice to join him.
Oh, you're skipping Rizzley and Farina? Oh, see, I kind of want Clorinde too, but after trying for both Wriothesley and Farina, I think I'm gonna have to spend a long time not rolling on banners just to recover. I'm gonna have to recover after trying to roll for both Wriothesley and Farina. I also kind of want to roll because I have a feeling since she has a vision that Arlecchino is going to be playable, but I'm hoping that they wait a couple of patches for Arlecchino so that I can just have time to save up for her. But if Arlecchino is right after Farina, I'm going to be screwed. I'm going to be so screwed, and we're going to be going through it. And yeah, it's gonna be awful. It's gonna be absolutely awful to try to get all the characters I want to get. It's only 3 Fontaine characters I want to roll for.
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this? Ha!
So what are you doing?
That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too.
You are Delulu.
With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs and return to the day with all the optimism in the world. Why don't you also give it a try, huh? I promise it'll work.
Paimon's gonna pass.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy one day. Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
Alright, we've talked to everybody.
Okay, we talked to the cultists. I don't know how. I guess they're happy, but
They only had good things to say about this place.
I wonder if Wriothesley also has reason to suspect them. Like, maybe I'd also not trust them.
They're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back.
I still remember Clorinde's buttons fondly, but I'm saving for father.
Also affect my review
Hello,
of
Wriothesley.
society
I can
as a
stare
whole.
at him all day.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process. It's all right with me, though.
I just realized
I'm pretty confident about our growth and
Wriothesley's
activities.
pectorals protruded so much that his tie was like hanging off weirdly. There was like a big old gap between his belly and his tie. It seems alright on the surface.
Yeah, you're right. By themselves, our resources probably don't feel like much.
I'm gonna have to put Wriothesley out on the field to just I have to for science, right? I have to confirm what I'm talking about.
Our needs are like violent beasts. If
My
we
hair
can't
is
face
such a
them
mess.
properly,
Oh my
they'll grow
god.
restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for far nobler pursuits. Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile.
I like the way
oneself
I like
is
the place where
first
its vision's
step on the
placed.
path to redemption.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the society, I had met too many people
I
who could
think
not
he's
come
a
to terms with
Numa.
themselves. And I'm
Weirdly
sure that
enough.
part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their way.
I would think it would be an Usia. But no, he's a
I thought
Numa.
everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fighting.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, they would just be useless distractions.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this.
I hate
but
this
even His
Drutier's
Grace
accent
sometimes
so
finds
much.
some
I think this is the least favorite part of my quest so far is this guy's accent.
Wearing those high-tech boxing gloves of yours?
Why I do
Oh, I
declare.
almost never need them.
Almost never. So instead. What was scared? What's wrong?
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you come here to relax
He's been
too?
so scared of Wriothesley this entire quest. Like he seems suspicious. What?
What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat.
Like, or is he trying to hide something from Wriothesley?
I'm sorry, but I've
It
got...
really seems like he's trying to hide
Still
something.
as weird as before. Paimon's kind of used to it by now, though.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that. As far as I recall, he's always been a little strange.
As I
but
recall,
I'll
I
check
do
up on him
declare.
later. After all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that no one falls through the cracks.
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked?
We were talking about how we were gonna go talk in your chambers later.
Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power to win.
What is
And when
this
emotions
cowlick?
run high, things often spiral out of control. That would be when I need to pull out my gloves.
Gosh, I'm just
order.
staring at Wriothesley's design
Sometimes
this
you might
entire
need more than
time.
just
Sorry.
gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times.
How many people have you arrested? Can you use the handcuffs on B? Wait, what? The rock?
Isn't that awful gem?
Why are you still carrying that rock? Isn't it
Yeah,
dangerous?
I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact with my skin.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for his grace, would you?
No, don't pick it up with your bare
Yes,
hands.
right
No,
away.
don't pick it up. Does she know what it is?
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
His gloves.
Never, your grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this.
Why
kind
does
of
he have a
thing.
giant hole in the middle of his palms for his gloves? What's the practicality
I
in
guess
that?
that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day. The Traveler also has some other plans.
Gosh,
after
they
all.
really did such a good job with Wriothesley's design. Like,
Got it, your grace.
They
Take
did
care,
such a good
everyone.
job.
I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well, your grace. We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
And same to you.
I really, if I run into a Wriothesley cosplayer at a con, I don't think I'm gonna be able to survive.
Day. Why did you lie to him?
Well, what's your opinion of the society now that you've taken a look around their headquarters?
I think they're hiding something. I, per
thinks
myself,
it's
think
pretty
that they're hiding
chill.
something.
Weren't you complimenting them the entire time as well? Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encouraging people to embrace their new lives with optimism? There's only one potential problem. If the society does too good a job managing and rehabilitating its members, you may be soon out of a job.
Well, that's what we supposedly think they're doing.
That is certainly a possibility. But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by managing and rehabilitating prisoners in my stead. I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish, and also get a sense of Dugier's plans for the future. I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then I noticed some faint hints of dissonance.
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too.
There's something off about that place?
As expected, you also picked up on it. The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain everything to you later. I can tell you right now, though, that this was an unexpected turn
What's
of events.
going on? So he does have a feeling that he knows what's going on, but
I'd
what's
hoped to take care of it
happening?
in secret, but now a confrontation may no longer be avoidable.
It's a
hard
cult,
to predict what
Paimon
might happen
Bride. It has to be a cult. Oh, my auto advance turned off.
You've completely lost Paimon.
Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering place? Just tell them you left something of yours there by accident. If my hypothesis is correct, Dugier should already have left, and with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very different reception from the members.
Can't you just tell us exactly what to expect?
Yeah, how are we gonna
I'm
talk
just
to
following the
them?
most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment. It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I've even begun to miss it.
I'll take this as another one
I'll
of your
explain
jokes.
everything to you later. But right now, we need to seize this opportunity. Find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place. We might not get another chance like this anytime soon.
This is gonna be a really, really bad idea. But I'm gonna throw Wriothesley in the party just so that we can look at his
You got
design.
a side job for me?
Okay, I know he's level 20 and he's not built with anything, but let's just wait. How do I? Is it the camera? The camera. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Do you see how his like tie, like there's space there? That's what I was talking about during the cutscene. God. God, you can really just go anywhere you want with this camera. Stop idling. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm making myself dizzy. Dumpy! I had to. Okay, we're gonna switch back to freaking Bennett because I need him for healing. Where's Bennett? What you gotta say?
Then what are you gonna do?
They actually gave him a kick and big
Should I do?
titties.
Maybe I'll drop by the ring and sign myself up for a fight.
Wait, so you're really just gonna make us work while you slack off?
We win today. This is how we win, book. This is how I win since I rolled for him. Except now I have to, oh my god, now I have to get gems for Arena. I might actually go for a C1 also. We'll see. If I lose my 50-50, I will give up on the C1. If I lose my 50-50, at least I'll be guaranteed for Arena. They'll tell me, I'm just coping. I won't get mad if I don't get a C1.
Huh. It's just as Wriothesley said. Seems like Dugier is no longer here. You said you felt there was something off about this place, right? So let's see if we can feel something out. Paimon will do her best to help.
I don't... Let's see if we can strike up a conversation with anybody. I thirst for the men in this game. And also the Archons and the Fatui. Those are the people I roll for.
That we lost something and
Yeah! Oh my gosh, Paimon's lying voice is so funny.
We'll be on our way as soon as we find it.
Oh, okay.
Did anyone see a glass bottle by any chance?
Nobody?
I was using to store some spice powder, sure. God, they seem so sussy.
It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of Mora or anything. We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it. We're not gonna tell Wriothesley anything, don't worry.
I'll go find Mr. Dugier.
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know?
Yeah, why does he have to know? They all seem so scared of Wriothesley.
We can look around for it, yeah?
What's wrong? God, they just don't want to talk to us.
Anyone home?
Hello? How can I help you?
Can you give us that rundown again?
The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond what I've already told you.
They're so nervous.
You don't know anything?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... there's nothing more I can tell you.
If you say so. Okay, we'll talk to this other person now too. Lady?
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. But you can't check out the books right now.
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you super friendly just a moment ago?
Sorry.
Hello?
Hey, big guy.
Hi.
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take a deep breath and let it all out.
Oh yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner.
Where did your optimism go?
I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right? You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it, but, it should be somewhere nearby.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head
What
back.
are these cultists doing, man? What is wrong with y'all?
How are things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
They all clammed up.
That would prove my suspicions. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Like the guy hiding in the
He was acting
box?
super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place. Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we first met?
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
Oh, so the one who started it all was... It was you all along!
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states.
How long have you been investigating this?
Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the performance was too elaborate.
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take the whole society into custody? Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs.
No. You
Cuffs
can
and the like
keep it
should be
here.
used sparingly.
Like you said yourself, this is the...
Everything I
This
do
is
is on
the...
display.
This is
The
your
way
own
people
sentence.
See me act determines the kind of world I can create down here. And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
The Duke's actions will set the tone.
You've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice and order. And that's why, even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control the members of his society. And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
I doubt it's all
Indeed.
that simple, but
He
what
certainly
else are they
seems to be using
doing?
some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen. And that won't turn out well in the long run. I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit. The line has been set, and it's quite likely that a fish will bite.
Fish? Bite?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their investigation, too.
Hmm,
You can
the
find me in my
guards.
office when the time comes.
Oh, I'm so excited to go to your
Don't
office.
just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon.
Dang. We need more time with him. God. Wait until nighttime, man. Wait until what? Oh, 1800. I was like, what? Yeah, wait until, oh my god. Unique, you absolute dumbass. Wait until 1800.
It's finally evening. Wriothesley's probably wrapped up his investigation.
My show is
Paimon has
1000
no idea what that guy's
HP.
thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
What are you really up to? Do. Can I sit on the Wriothesley chair now, or are they gonna show me in jail? I mean, I guess I already am in jail, but you know what I mean. Hello? No, they forced me in a cutscene.
Oh, here you are.
Hello,
Did you
sir.
manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Never.
Let's just
But
get straight to the
I'm
point.
lucky enough to be here with
Has
you.
anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Oh, that's a good point.
Maybe they want to betray
Whatever
you.
they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just 1 or 2 people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them.
Is it because you instigated Dugier in the first place?
Yes, something like that. Dugier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side. So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance.
Excuse you for the
Of course, I had
yawning.
originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense. Wait, then does that mean it was all Paimon's fault?
Now that you mention
The
it.
last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own. But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it. That likely set his internal alarms off all at once.
But the hats must be hiding
Yes, that's the
something.
conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear. If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground. I must say, I
Look,
was
maybe it's
pretty
time to stop
satisfied
doing
with the
roulette
results.
tussies.
So you did that on purpose?
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered
What you
as part
planning,
of our
Wriothesley?
investigation of the Society from the very beginning. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble.
Just what is this
Right.
gem?
And I
Maybe it's
said
something
back
they
there that
smuggled
I had
in.
no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice,
They all got
they would
nervous.
also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You used us as a part of your plan too!
Wriothesley's so big brain.
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves. But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the Society. Would you be willing to lend me your support?
But Paimon's still mad at you!
Fine, as long as I can fight
You have
them
my
off.
thanks. Now, there are still 2 outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before.
Book, it's
There was
time to
something
run
suspicious
prey.
about the
Q
item
for
itself.
MSQ roulette.
The other is the true purpose of the black gem.
Alright, tell me
I
about the
haven't
black
been able
gem.
to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait and venture outside of their dark and murky pool.
What if I take
I'll
the
put some
bait?
music on while we wait.
Nah, what is this music player you have? Book, you love running prey. I'm just saying. It's time to run prey. What is this music? It seems to be a remix of the Fontaine theme, like the city itself. If you go to Fontaine Court, I believe this is the music that you hear. You spend some time waiting in Wriothesley's office. Oh, somebody's gonna own up?
Excuse me, Your Grace.
Aviz.
But may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Hello?
Please, do.
What's wrong?
I apologize for my lack of composure. These 2 are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct?
You know us?
Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you. Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top.
What happened?
What happened at the Society?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw Fasol last.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Wait, wasn't that guy we met with the hat?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most.
Oh, that's what they're
Rather than
afraid
listening
of.
to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you. Every secret may be found within...
The hat? Oh no.
Ah, here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry.
Oh my god.
Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb
Oh
you
my
like this.
god.
You see,
That was so creepy.
Avisa's mental state has been rather unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress. She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as random gibberish.
No, I think it's
don't
more than
recall
just
hearing
random
a knock
gibberish.
or giving permission for you to come in.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So please, forgive my discourtesy.
Like we believe you.
You've got some nerve showing your face here.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable man.
I hate
then,
your
What
accent
if the
so
reasonable
much.
man wants to hear the lunatic out?
Yeah.
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasol. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really.
Wait, what? I wonder what's inside the hats.
Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back to our place, so there's no need to worry.
That means he's
I'm
in danger,
sorry, Your
right?
Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
This is what you're afraid of, correct?
Oh my
Tell me everything.
god, he's
I'll do
so
all I can for you.
awful.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
You can do it. You have to tell us. He hurts you
Your
and we
Grace,
hurt him.
I don't think there's anything else she would like to say. Pressuring her will not get you anywhere.
It's all right, Avise. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified
What
of,
are they so
no
terrified
matter
of?
what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear
Kick
this
him
on
down
my
the
name
stairs.
and honor as the Duke.
Your Grace!
Yo,
Figured
Grace.
it? I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything I could say about the matter.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say. Please, don't press me further.
But why?
In that case, Avise and I will be off. Once again, please accept my apologies for
No,
disturbing
don't
your
let
peaceful
Avise
evening,
get.
Your
No,
Grace.
she's
Miss
gonna get
Avise,
hurt.
Please show me your head. That is an order.
Ahead? What? What happened?
There's nothing there.
Your
And that's
Grace,
because it's under the
I
hat.
know you have long
It's under
tired
the
of my
hat.
words, but please believe me
They're
when I
all
say
hiding something under that hat.
Really let your worries get to your head. The Society has never caused trouble for you or
my
any of the guards of the
God.
fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives.
Oh my god.
Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word.
You are so...
Why are you so intent on getting rid of someone who's been unfalteringly loyal?
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be
Yeah.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meropide. But your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avise. Let's head back.
I don't like this.
With that guy! He makes Paimon really, really mad! We should have shown him his place!
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. He must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient. The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me.
One thing's for sure, we won't let him get away with this.
The true secret of the society
We
is
have to
neither
find
on
the
the
truth.
hat nor on the members' heads. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they trying to hide?
Excuse me for the yawning, y'all. God, what are we thinking? So, where did it has to be in her beret?
The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves.
Yeah, the outside of the hat isn't wrong. Avisa's
But
head.
if there's nothing on her head, why did Avise feel the need to remove her hat?
Associate with the beret. A hair clip. What is that hair
I have
clip?
an idea, but
What a coincidence, so do I.
What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
Avise didn't take off her hat to draw attention to her head. She just remove her
you
hair
mean
clip.
this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing.
Oh.
That would mean that Avise didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed. Let me take a look.
Oh, she thought ahead then. Or did she? We're about to find out.
I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like
What's
a cross
so
between a
special
nail
about
and a thorn.
it? It's like a bow? I'm not sure. Is it a
Paimon's
key?
lost again.
I'm lost all the time, Paimon. Don't you worry.
What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out of the gem.
Reality, welcome to stream. Look, you're gonna get so much EXP. Anyway, Reality, welcome to probably the most mid story quest we have gotten since God, since Baiju's story quest. All the way back in version 3.7, 3.6. I don't even remember when Baiju got a story quest, but literally I have not been this unimpressed with a story quest so far since Baiju's banner, his first run, and that's been like 4 months ago.
You've probably heard before
But
that water is
Wriothesley,
filled with
the best part of this has just been me at staring at
With that in
Wriothesley.
mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
So with this infused thorn,
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain.
So does the hairpin go like, ugh?
Being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life.
I don't like
Agony,
that.
Desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No wonder they're all so terrified of it.
Ugh, imagine getting jabbed in your head.
Hat meant to cover up their wounds?
Body horror warning, literally.
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right away.
So they
We
all
can't
get
let
bashed
Dugier
over the
escape
head and
with
the
all of
hat
the
hides the evidence? Y'all, we finally managed to get to the final section of the quest. It's what he deserves is the name of the final section. So as we know, the story quests are all split up into, they have the main title up here, Reborn in a Land of Grievances, but down here is like the sub-quest title. And we finally made it to the last one. It only took an hour and a half of me twiddling my thumbs. But yeah, I actually had a lot of expectation for this quest so far. I was hoping we would learn, you know, maybe even a little bit more about Wriothesley during his time, you know, in jail. Or like something, you know, something to connect it with that, but no, we've just been helping prevent an insurrection, basically.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody.
Which I feel like we already sort of did. You know, we sort of had to deal with that similar scenario during the Archon Quest already, which is why I'm just kind of just rolling my eyes at this story quest so far.
They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things.
He's super genius, though.
Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
God, that's so... Oh.
Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
Didn't they pull the throne
as a lasting reminder of Dugier's
that's so
censure.
awful.
These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain. Let's go check out the other areas too.
Wait. Look at Wriothesley. Hello, sir. Can I talk to you? Wait, don't run away. Come here. I know I'm supposed to look at that, but I want to talk to him. Let me talk to you. Oh, reality here. Let me zoom in. Look. If you zoom in, oh my god, I have to switch to camera mode. Oh, dang it. He has his arms over it, but if you look very, very closely, not at his booty cheeks, but I'm talking about like his tie. There's like, oh my god, I'm zooming too far out. But yeah, if you look at too much at his tie, as you can see, his tie does, his chest is not flat, is what I'm saying. That's all I gotta say. Look, there's a big old gap there where his tie is supposed to be. Can I talk to Rizzley?
Look at what I found.
What did you find? I'm a huge fan. I know. Deepa, hello. I hope you're well. I am absolutely fighting for my life trying to stay awake. We managed to get Rizzley because I was at 78 pity and I was guaranteed. So I was going to get him anyway, but I was going from his weapon and I got the elegy instead. So the weapon banner is a scam. That's all I have to say.
This is a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's happening at the gathering place. So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members.
It's okay. I plan on doing some more rolls on the weapon banner until I probably get his weapon. And then I'm also going to be doing a bunch of rolls for Wriothesley's constellation. We're going to try to go for a C1, but we'll see if I get it. I'm not going to be upset if I don't get a C1 because Farina is literally around the corner. So if I lose my 50-50, at least I'm guaranteed Farina.
Indeed.
So it's going to be a sweaty 3 weeks of Primo Gem grinding for me.
Or any kind of script to follow. And if any action you take may be
Farina is coming in 3 weeks or 6 weeks. Like, she is right around the corner.
Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
I've done the 4.1 Archon Quest, and yeah, we're already getting new ones in a new Archon Quest in 3 weeks. Isn't that crazy to think about?
All this time, he's been treating them like animals.
Dude, yes, we get it. Dugier is an absolutely awful person. I can understand about not finishing the Archon Quest still, Deepa, because Act 3... Oh my god, Act 3 is such a slog. And unfortunately, I'm getting very, very similar feeling about Act 3 as I am with here in Wriothesley's story quest. Like, you know, I really enjoy Wriothesley's character a lot, but it's almost like the same vibes as I'll Hate Them's quest, where I feel like they don't do a really good job pushing the character forward. Which I feel like they did such a really good job with Neuvillette, Monsieur, forgive me, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshop.
They did a really good job with his story quest and with Dehia's story quest as well. Like,
Covers are completely different though.
those were some of the best written story quests in this game, and whenever we get a story quest that doesn't impress me as much as those two do, I'm just sitting here just like, really now.
Yeah, and they dared to claim that they wrote these too. Huh.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it with 2. We haven't really like learned much about Wriothesley.
Your Grace.
More than the Archon Quest already showed us about
We
him.
couldn't find any society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. All the signs of wear and tear are fake. The lime scale, the layers of dust, they were all deliberately added. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
Oh. Is that right?
They're gone.
They're trying to run away. Their real headquarters are elsewhere then.
Indeed. As long as he allowed society members to mingle with others, even with threats of censure, Dugier knew that he couldn't stop
don't get me
all of
wrong,
his
I'm
members
a
from
huge
speaking out.
Wriothesley enjoyer,
Meanwhile,
but
this
ever
marvelous
since
gathering
we
place will
learned in
lose
the
all of
Archon
its
Quest
value
that
as soon as the
he
whistleblower sounds
has
the
been
alarm.
thrown into this jail ever since he was a little lad, I was hoping to get more about that.
So instead of being his real base, this is
Yeah,
just an
Genshin
elaborate
has that
performance.
weird duality
The
with the
best
story
areas, the fancy
quests.
equipment, even the members that we saw, they were merely part of the front.
Like Nahida's second story quest, Raiden's second story quest, Zhongli's second story quest. I remember those also being super iconic. But then they have other story quests where they absolutely flop on. It just feels like, well, it would make sense to me, but it feels like they have completely different people with completely different writing philosophies to do when it comes to these story quests.
And only the most docile and well-trained members were selected as his performers.
But then, where can we actually find him?
Let me think.
It almost feels like you're playing a gacha when it comes to doing these story quests blind. Is it like, it's like, well, is the character gonna have a decent story quest about them this time around? Who knows?
Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fortress guard has never alerted me to anything of the sort, he must be in Dugier's pocket.
Let's go find him.
I'm of the same mind. Let's go. You two, follow me.
We cannot escape the RNG even in the way that they choose to have narrative for their story quest. Like, I'm not saying this story quest is not bad. It's just, it feels like we're doing the same thing again. Something similar again after Act 3 and especially Act 4. Also, I guess I'm just kind of mad that we're stuck in the prison again because I'm gonna be honest, Meropide Fortress is... I know a lot of people call the chasm a really depressing place to do quest content in, but I think this is more depressing than being in the chasm. This is even more depressing. You know what could have been cool? Seeing like Wriothesley's old home from before he lived in the jail, or like seeing him run into Neuvillette for a little bit there. But this is just going up and down an elevator to the same old floors.
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, I'd guess Dugier probably converted them into his headquarters. We should be on the right track. Now we just need to find that turncoat. Let's go. We can take this path. You guys take the other.
You know what's ironic is that no, don't leave me, Wriothesley. Well, speaking of Wriothesley leaving me, I grew immediately disinterested with the Archon Quest. The more that Wriothesley, the less Wriothesley showed up, actually. Like, as soon as Wriothesley stopped showing up, we were stuck with this prison life simulator, and I was literally like me with the Archon Quest scenario so far. But as soon as he came back, I woke up during Act 4, and Act 4 got a lot more interesting.
Look! There's a fallen guard over there! Paimon sees some society members.
Hate to see him leave, but I love to watch him go.
After them. Run!
Get him! Come here. Y'all aren't getting away. I have double animo. Yeah, come here.
Water jet!
Oh, get him! Get him! Am I supposed to hit him or something? Look, if the Traveler actually threw hands, we would have handled this a long time ago.
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, I'd guess Dugier probably converted them into his headquarters. We should be on the right track. Now we just need to find that turncoat. Let's go. We can take this path. You guys take the other.
Why do I feel like we're doing the exact same thing? Are we doing the exact same thing we just did again? Did I fail? I think I messed up. Did I actually mess up? Wriothesley, did I mess up? Do I need to hide or something? See, like, what is this mechanic
After
that they're doing?
Run!
Go after that one. I see him. Don't let that one get away. I have stamina. Come here. Y'all are caught.
Did Dugier send you? Why did you attack that guard?
This is a really awkward mechanic. I thought I can't even tell if I messed up.
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes time to hand out sentences.
But Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy to expose our true location. We were just about to dispose of him when you caught up to us.
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there once you've seen it pass through a large drainage pipe.
No, that's more like it.
Guards, take them away. Let's go. It's about time we find out what Dugier's really after.
My gosh. Not the freaking tab opening. I fat-fingered something. This is why I should not be replying to Discord DMs. Don't DM me on when I'm streaming. You know what I need to do? I need to set my freaking Discord on mute when I'm streaming. Hey, y'all, my dumbass never ever got this teleporter, by the way. My 4.1 exploration has been awful because I have not been doing world quests. Like, the only reason why I did such a good job exploring Fontaine here was because I did the world quest back in 4.0. But now that I've been slacking off, I have not been like exploring any of this properly like I should have been. Like, not at all. I heard the comedy world quest is very good, but it just takes a lot of time and energy for me to stream the Genshin world quests. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started with Sumeru with the freaking jet quests. Like, as much as I appreciate the writing, and that is some of the best writing we have ever seen in this game, by the way, it is so long, and trying to stream them in the way I do, it is a lot of time. Oh god, we're getting thrown in a domain. Recommended element is cryo. We're gonna run this team comp. Because I know they're gonna give us Wriothesley for support. So is this their true hideout?
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. There are usually guards on patrol here. It would seem that all of those guards have been bought as well. Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprises waiting for us, I'm sure.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Ayato's story quest, because remember Ayato was one of the most anticipated characters back in the Inazuma arc, and then he had his story quest and it turned out to be not as impressive as people were hoping. Like, it was fine, it wasn't bad at all. I'm not calling it bad at all, but it was just not, it did not meet people's expectations. I remember that vividly during the Inazuma arc. I'll be honest, I've forgotten everything about his story quest. No, I remember this reminds me a lot. Yeah. Alhaitham also had a similar problem. Kaveh is a 4-star, but his the event they made about him was again really super good, which is funny to me. Oh shoot. Oh, I love this music. Y'all, okay, Fontaine music's a banger.
Clouds high, the birds call, the wind knows.
Oh wait, I wanted to change the settings, boost up the music. I really should heal him. Oh, no, we're gonna use Wriothesley. Let's check him out. I'm trying to learn how to use him. So you basically want to auto attack until he gets super low, and then use a charge attack to bring his HP up.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now. Just follow the guards and leave this place.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dujier really prepared for everything.
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the Gardamex that had mysteriously gone missing. Seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation with me.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook.
It's a book. Maybe it's their cult creed.
This should be the Society's real rules book. It lists all the rules that they're expected to follow. Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission. 5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single member's wrongdoings. Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food and water. I see.
That's so scary. I don't... So they are as awful as I was expecting them to be.
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others,
oh my
and in the
God.
process cause pain to those around them. To avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however, and so resentment builds until every prisoner has become an island. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dujier's slaves.
Bruh, it's a very nasty cult. It's an affront to human dignity.
Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem. She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
So they get tortured into completely acting like different people?
Is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision. It never hurts to be careful.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret that as a decision that you only made under emotional duress. The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty ocean. We convince ourselves that we're in control, but in truth, a single wave could sweep us off course and send us crashing into the path of a storm. Those who use fear to lead
I'm
others
enjoying this
astray
camera
must
angles.
pay for that crime.
They knew what they were doing with that camera. Give me that. Okay, I do think it's really cool that Wriothesley... Okay, so he loses HP by attacking similarly to Xiao's ult, but at least he can heal himself. Oh god, this is absolutely cult. It reminds me of Dehya, because I believe Dehya can heal herself when she gets super low, but she has to get super low to heal herself. Maybe Unique will actually get off his ass and farm artifacts for Wriothesley. Get back to me on that in like 6 months when Natlan is around the corner. Can y'all believe that in 6 months from now we're already going to be thinking about Natlan? Like, isn't that crazy? Like, in 6 months from now, everybody's gonna feel so done with Fontaine, and they're gonna be like, it's time for Natlan, and we're just gonna be getting teased and dripped Natlan
If I'm not
so
mistaken,
many
the
times.
space ahead should be the central area of this place, but the door has been locked. Rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more important right now for us to rescue as many society members as possible. You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other
their
spots.
guard pose. Mr. Rizzley. What the heck are these machinations? Oh, I wonder, are these Numas? I wonder if these are Numa mechanisms.
Paimon doesn't get it at all. Forget it. Paimon's just gonna do some trial and error.
Yeah, that's what I do. Look, Genshin can throw as many puzzles as they want for me, but guess what? We're gonna do them the good old-fashioned, sincerely unique way. Prophet would be so disappointed in me. Okay, fine, we actually have to read. Oh, God.
Whoa, it's turning!
What in the star rail is happening here? Can I rotate this? Bruh, my brain already hates this. Why can't I just punch it and make it work? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when you're trying to navigate that floating pyramid temple looking thing during Jet's world quest. The first one. What was it called? Golden Slumber? Yeah, that one. And guess what? I brute forced every single puzzle in Golden Slumber as well. So we don't read around here. Give me my chest. Y'all didn't even give me any Primo Gems. 2. Wow. I'm so shocked. We're going to Vegas. I want to get the Fontaine wings, but my dumbass has to actually finish up Sumu reputation so that I can get grinding for my Fontaine wings. Ugh. Oh my god. Okay, I really love Fontaine's battle music. Like, when I first heard it, I remember in the first time I was in Fontaine, I was like, I don't know, guys, I'm gonna really miss Sumeru's battle music, but they did a good job with Fontaine. I still think Sumeru's is slightly better, but no, they did a good job with Fontaine. Especially since we're putting it in context that, Yupeng Chen is, no longer working on Genshin music as of the Fontaine arc. Like, it's completely different people, and they're given the chance to shine. We're freezing y'all! Freeze! Yeah! Bruh. How many? Oh, wait, is this that one? Oh my god. Okay, do this. Order. Did we win? No? How much HP does it? What is this thing? Hello? I've seen this thing, but I don't remember what it is. Koyo Mix is good. They are a really good music studio. Not just Yupen Cheng, but a good music studio.
Stay cool.
Punch him in the face. Yeah. Okay, where do I go? All I gotta say is I actually think I'm gonna be a huge fan of Wriothesley's combat style. It's very much like the monk in Final Fantasy XIV, and I actually really like monk's combat style too. The issue is I need to get good at it. I need to get good at it a lot. But yeah, it's a bunch of small hits that don't do a lot per hit, but like together it does a ton of damage.
Oh, it's so high. We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism.
This is a really dumb puzzle, by the way.
There's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. it won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do?
This is a really dumb puzzle. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. I just clicked whatever and it worked. I didn't even think about it too hard. I just kept pushing square and I was like, okay, go here, and go here. Anyway, we don't read around here. This is exactly why I can't stream dedicated puzzle games. I remember when I streamed Breath of the Wild, I was absolutely fighting for my life. Every single shrine, I was absolutely losing my mind. Pretty much every time I entered a shrine.
Away now.
Yeah, the one thing Wriothesley struggles with is AoE damage. Which makes me think he would work really well with units like Xingqiu and Yelan. Because Xingqiu and Yelan are very, very single target focused. Except for, I guess Yelan's skill is AoE. It can be really good AoE, but like her ult is what I'm talking about.
Lots of empty
You probably
cells
wouldn't want to play Yelan with Wriothesley in the same team because they both need uptime.
Still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts.
It doesn't matter to me anyway because I don't have Yelan.
Hey, it's all right now.
Wait, it's that girl from earlier. Are you okay?
No, I won't try to leave anymore.
Wait, we have to rip out the hat. Rip off the hat. Rip the hat. Paimon, fly over to her and rip off her hat.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response in the way. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep pushing forward.
Oh wait, this is not a Vise. Just kidding. I thought it was a Vise. Bruh, I'm sorry. My head is so empty right now. It's getting late. This is why I don't like streaming past 11 anymore. I used to, but like nowadays, like my brain starts going delulu. A little delulu. Why do I hear an enemy unit? I want everyone to know I absolutely hate what they're doing here. Did I do it? Wow, even I amaze myself with my brain.
Door's open. Maybe it's I'll go take a look.
That's such a silly saying. I don't even know where I got that from. I think Ruma from Danganronpa says that.
Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here right away and await your orders.
Just focus on the tasks.
I needed to make a character like Ruma in Genshin, but honestly, she's so crass that I don't think she could fit in Genshin at all, that character type. Like, they would have to do a really, really toned down version of that.
Let's go back. We have unfinished business, do we not? That mechanism from the first room. Maybe we'll also need to hold it in place using the same device to open the door that leads to the central area. Don't forget to bring these along.
Like, most Genshin characters, I could never ever picture being that crass. Like, the closest we have is the Wanderer. What the hell is this thing?
This seems to be something like a console.
This is a surveillance terminal. The information collected by the surveillance ports we found previously will be sent here. I'm sure Dugier really enjoyed sitting here and making his people dance like puppets on strings.
Oh, that makes Paimon even angrier!
But yeah, most Genshin characters are actually very, very, like, heroic, ? Honorable? But not necessarily, like, crass, like Ruma. Make good use of the limiter devices. Oh god, oh my god, I don't got the brain power for this. Operate. Y'all, I don't even remember what I'm trying to do anymore. That's the worst part about this. And then we're gonna put a limiter device here. Can we put a limiter device here? And then this. And then this. Y'all, I did it! I feel really bad if anybody actually gets stuck on those puzzles, because I just be head empty doing them. I imagine like really young people, I'm talking like 8 or 7-year-olds might struggle. Oh my god, it's all the cultists. Are they gonna sacrifice themselves?
I must confess,
it's an execution.
To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit
His
upon our
angry
rules.
southern accent. I can't take this seriously because of the angry southern accent.
Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. They've betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray our cause. Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores.
God.
Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
That's so scary. No, dude, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Not to your lover.
It's okay. I'll find a way to endure.
Oh my
shut your wretched
God.
mouths! When did I give you permission to speak? My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Yeah, you have been caught.
Is that His Grace?
Oh, Wriothesley. I knew you would come, but I didn't expect you to be so quick.
Yeah, this is because they had my brain power to carry us through the puzzles. This awkward silence.
Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire fortress at your feet?
That's what she said.
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that...
I can't even get mad at that anymore. Is Ether talking down one of the Beret guys?
Are they not starving as you wolf down
no, he's trying
your
to
cake?
say that everything's going to be okay.
Stop acting all high and mighty like some hero of justice! Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all irredeemable monsters who have destroyed something that others held dear. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved. And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Is it that all you need to keep your cushy life?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits.
I need to read more about Wriothesley's character story. I really want to know how he ended up
mistakes, but they are
in
still
jail.
human
I know
beings
we
with
killed
people
somebody,
and
but like,
things
what
that
was
they
he
cherish.
like before?
And
What
most
was he like?
importantly, they should
What could
always
have led
retain
up
the
to him
freedom
committing the
choose their own
crime?
path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
He's really mad.
He's probably thinking about his time about when he got thrown in here.
You think me arrogant, Wriothesley.
Why, I do declare.
You're too young and naive.
I'm about to beat your ass. Yeehaw.
Nothing of this world. Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever.
He's so
no prisoner will
angry.
listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey.
You are absolutely
Had you
awful.
been just one step slower, I would have already taken control of all the garden mechs in this place. Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against these powerful
He has
constructs?
the lovely traveler by his side.
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside
Y'all,
of power
I'm
and
remembering the
control.
one time.
In that case,
You know,
let me give you a
usually
small taste of what
I'm
real
very, very
power
much a child stan, but also he's in jail, so the traveler's just having his Wriothesley arc right now while Child's in jail. Yeah, we need to stab his brain. Look, enemies that I never ever met before because I barely do content in this game. I mean, I do content, but like...
Stabilize.
Ra-da-da-da-da.
Into the wind. Clouds
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Have a safe trip.
Punch him in the face.
a moment, please.
Did we win? How many of y'all are there?
Gather.
We're doing it again.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
As one with wind and cloud.
Stay cool and face your gift.
Oh my god, we did 39k. Ooh, a cutscene! Oh, look at that! I love these cutscenes, and that's how you know you get close to. Oh, look at him! Oh my!
If you think fear
With
can
the
control everything,
trumpet, the trombone in the background.
terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just
Oh, I'm
another
plenty
crook.
terrified.
And it's time you got
A
treated like
god.
one.
He missed. This guy can't even aim because he's so afraid. Us? No, he's gonna save the traveler because we're his favorite.
What's the matter? Too scared
Not the
to
traveler
shoot
with the
straight?
dull blade.
I warned you.
Why can't that be me? Me next. No, me first.
You should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind.
Is he about to kill a man? Oh my god, he's about to kill a man.
Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the
Oh,
fortress
he didn't kill him.
are there to keep
See, he's
the likes
gentle. He
of
knows when
you
to stop.
in check.
Me next.
But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood.
The guards rescued the society members who've been imprisoned at the true headquarters. I was gonna say, now we're gonna throw them into jail. Oh, wait a minute. They already are in jail. Anyway, I think I should be the one. I will volunteer as tribute for Wriothesley's anger next time. God, I see what you have done for others. Aw, and he's comforting each member and extending his personal apologies. See, he's a good guy. He knows aftercare. I need to stop. Oh my god.
Sorry for taking so long. Did I keep you waiting?
No.
I
No.
didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way that I could
No,
truly
you're definitely
empathize
the
with
opposite of
fear that the
helpless.
members felt every day. I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done. I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress.
You sound more serious than usual, actually. No, he doesn't. He usually has sometimes on seriously. Maybe you should give him more. And I'm going to say the first option. At least we were able to stop it before it got any worse.
Yeah, it's the least that we could do.
Yeah.
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
Oh, Dugier? I've already got an idea. For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Nothing?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way.
Look, I'm
He'll be
very
left in the
degenerate. I'm
dark
getting
with regards
loopy.
to
I
both
need
the
the story
dates and
quest
the
to end
details of his
soon.
punishment. Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments. I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Are we gonna poke him? Oh my god, I suppose this is the kind of punishment that only the fortress can mete out.
I didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she
Look,
should watch
we
her
are
tongue
shaking
when she's
hands right
around
now.
you
I'm
in
so
the future.
glad. I'm glad you
think
agree.
I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon.
It's in my
Anyway,
Twitch stream
jokes aside,
tags. I'm very
thank you
cringe.
so much for all of your help.
Like we're very
There's
very
still a lot
cringe
for me
here.
to take care of, so how about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the
Another
Coupon
meal
cafeteria.
date with
We should have a
Wriothesley?
better handle on
Wow, I
things
can't
by
believe
then.
I won. This is how I win, y'all. We got a mid-story quest, but we got 2 dates with
Don't worry, it
Wriothesley?
won't be the same old welfare meal. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Wait, you're gonna? Oh, I thought he was gonna cook it for us. I need to know what Wriothesley's personal dish is, what his unique dish is. I really need to know. Anyway, yeah, thoughts on the story quest, since we're pretty much wrapping it up here soon. Genshin has really evolved into having 2 different types of story quests. One that doesn't move the character at all and just shows what they do, and they have to be really careful with the way they write it, or else the dialogue and the writing just falls completely flat, which unfortunately Wriothesley's story quest did. It did. In fact, I have not been this disappointed with the story quest since literally, I think, Ayato back in Inazuma. I guess I'll hate them a little bit too, but not nearly as much as with Ayato and Wriothesley here. Alhaitham's was fine. That's all I gotta say. It was fine. It actually was an example of Alhaitham living out his daily life, and I think they did a pretty good job on that versus I guess this was it, but it just felt like it is Wriothesley showing off what Wriothesley does, but also it just absolutely fell flat to me. It did. I think the other type of story quest that Genshin does really well writing is story quests that actually are about the character's past or some way that moves the character forward and the way they think and the way they interact with others. Like, I think that's where Genshin is at their strongest with their story quests, and I really wish they understood that and actually took the time in their story quest to acknowledge the character's past, that they even take the time to write in their character backstories and lores.
Never forgets about meals. Even if the traveler forgets, Paimon will remind him for sure.
You say that as if I haven't been feeding you or something.
That's not what Paimon meant at all. Wriothesley, you got what Paimon meant, right?
I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you too!
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be too difficult to extract the thorns.
Oh,
which means
so
that
at
everyone
least
should
they'll
be
be
able to
helped
recover
out.
after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a few who were more severely affected to a special observation list.
You sure got everything taken care of, Wriothesley.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory.
I have a question for you,
Please,
actually,
go ahead.
weirdly enough. Your flashbacks when you picked up the gem, your anger when you confronted Dugier.
That's a bit of a long story. I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host family I lived with as a child. I was an orphan.
Wait,
adopted by a couple with a
Wriothesley
great
lore?
deal of
Wriothesley
love in their
lore?
hearts.
You know, they shove it right
I
at the
had
end of the
many siblings,
quest.
and we all adored each other. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go
Oh
on
my
to adopt more young
God.
children. They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
Which one's baby Wriothesley?
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock.
Oh my god.
Once we had reached a certain age, our parents
Child
would bring us to the market for sale.
trafficking?
All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. As for those who didn't sell, they were merely disposed of. Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And all of my friends, all of my siblings,
oh my god.
they all felt this way as well. I was also not the first to find out about
Child
the truth.
trafficking.
All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile.
Oh.
I could never shake the feeling of irony
My
every time I
God.
juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring smiles.
You know, I really would have enjoyed this even more if this was, I mean, not necessarily enjoy this. If they were going to talk about this, why didn't they talk about this, way in the beginning of the quest?
Yes. Like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredibly cruel methods to keep their grasp on power. They did all of that, but never considered how their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took under their wing. Worse, perhaps they never cared about that at all.
But how did they get caught? They obviously had to have gotten caught, right?
So in the end, I killed them.
Wait, that was the
and set
crime?
all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the Fortress of Meropide.
Bruh. So that's what he
My
did?
methods were extreme, yes. But I was still a teenager at the time.
Oh,
I'd been betrayed by
my
those I
God.
trusted most. And I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem. My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved.
I am... Yeah, see, like, this is something that could have been talked about way earlier instead of going through a 2-hour slog. You know what could have made this quest more interesting is, like, encountering, I don't know, some random NPC who happened to work for that child trafficking networks. Maybe they could also be down here in the Fortress of Meropide. They could have been plotting some revenge plot on Wriothesley. Like, that could have been way more interesting than whatever we just got. But for now, I don't even know what to say.
It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. I've already committed to this path, regardless of what anyone may say about it.
You're doing it with no regrets, but still. So that's really how you ended up down here.
The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's a Vincent Fasol. Are you two feeling better yet?
It was all because you arrived in time. I managed to escape unscathed.
Glad to hear it.
We came here on impulse today because we were hoping that you'd be able to lend us a hand. Your Grace.
Trafficking.
Please, go on right ahead. I'll do my best to help. Within reason, of course.
I'm still in shock that they even hinted at that possibility.
I'd like to be wedded to Avis here at the
What
fortress.
is Wriothesley, some kind of justice of the peace? I guess he has to be.
We met each other through the society and both fell into Dugier's trap.
I don't know if it was necessarily
Even
a casually
during our time there, we never
dropped.
doubted
It was
each other.
just...
We always
It felt
believed
so
that
jarring to
Dugier
hear
was
that about him
manipulating us,
after going
trying
through
to make us
2 hours
mistrust each other.
of
After
what feels
this
like a
incident,
slog.
We've come to believe that we've found the one for the rest of our lives.
You could say we managed to make the best out of a bad situation. He didn't abandon me, and I didn't forsake him either. But we're still both prisoners. And we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory. So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before. But that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
We can't thank you enough, Your Grace. We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
Wait, you want to stay in the prison?
Yeah.
What?
We've already made
I would
tons of
want to get
special
out of here.
memories here.
No. I would want
now
out.
it'd
Are
be
you
too
kidding
hard to
me?
leave.
I already want out now.
And we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm, Your Grace.
Your trust is the highest form of praise.
Gosh, Wriothesley has such a good design. I think he might actually be the best designed male character we've gotten ever, actually.
Listen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Teyvat to hear that people would like to stay of their own free will?
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any obligation to obey.
Child is fine, but also there's a difference. Child might be one of the best written, interestingly written to me, written characters in this game, especially if you from his story quest all the way back in 1.0, or 1.1. I mean, but all the way back in 1.1. But when it comes to appearance wise, if you put Child and Wriothesley right next to each other, you could tell how far they've advanced with character, like costume design. Anyway, it took me 2 hours of me absolutely losing my mind and wanting to leave and literally complaining about how this story quest was mid. We can't even talk to Wriothesley. We can't even talk to the couple of Wriothesley after we finish this. Bruh. But yeah, Neuvillette is very close to there too. Neuvillette is very, very close second to me. It's just that, I'm biased. I'm biased. Neuvillette also, I think, is also really well written. Especially, I think he has the best Fontaine story quest still. Like, if we're gonna make a tier list of all the Fontaine story quests so far, number 1, Neuvillette, obviously. Number 2, Lenny. His was good. And number 3, Wriothesley. Wriothesley is at the bottom tier of all the Archon of the story quests we've gotten so far. And here's hoping that Farina does not get screwed over and that her story quest is actually good and doesn't end up being like the Raiden Shogun, where it was like, what the hell are we doing here? Why are we out for a walk? But yeah, those are my thoughts, and I really, I'm gonna go put Wriothesley in my teapot before I forgot, actually.